I first came to Azusa Pacific University as an undergraduate student because of APU's reputation as a school that excelled academically and held true to its faith foundation. My excellent experience in the undergraduate program at APU is what influenced me to remain for my graduate studies as well. It was my first master teacher during my student teaching experience who convinced me to change programs from the traditional Master's in Education to the Master's in Education Digital Teaching and Learning program. She was a recent graduate of this program, and from the first day I was in her classroom, I was so impressed by her technology skills and the number of ways she used technology with her students. When I realized how helpful technology could be in the classroom, I was excited to begin the program and learn everything I could. Considering the minute knowledge I had of teaching when I began at APU, my experience here has helped me grow significantly as an educator. I have learned a variety of teaching methods and strategies, classroom management techniques, and engaging classroom activities. Some of the tools that I have found to be the most helpful from this program are the video recording programs of EDUC 515 and learning how to utilize Adobe Acrobat and WebQuests in my instruction from EDUC 512. Because of these classes, I can now create my own videos and audio recordings for my students to use. There are endless possibilities when it comes to implementing this technology in my classroom. In EDUC 512, I had the opportunity to learn how to use everyday programs like Microsoft Word and Excel and Adobe Acrobat more effectively. I was introduced to Acrobat and now see how I can create PDF documents, forms, and even interactive websites without needing an internet connection. In the same class, I learned more about WebQuests and how to effectively guide my students through these interactive forms of instruction. Each of these tools is a valuable resource that I plan on implementing into my classroom. Through the course of this program, I have gained so much technical knowledge and now have the ability to access a number of different resources than previously. Learning how to effectively use free software programs has been instrumental in helping me create my technology-infused unit plan on Native Americans. The unit I have created is on Native Americans and is for the 3rd grade. Although the main content standards addressed through this theme are those of social studies and life science, a number of other subjects are covered throughout this unit as well. Social studies standards used include learning about geography, how humans interact with their natural environment, and describing Native American cultures, traditions, and history. The life science standards are learning about diverse life forms in different environments, the positive and negative effects living things can have on their environment, how some living things can adapt to the changes in their environment but some cannot and die off, and the process of extinction. Language arts standards include writing, speaking, and listening. Math standards are number sense, measurement, geometry, and mathematical reasoning. Dance standards include demonstrating a ceremonial traditional dance, explaining the function of dance within Native American communities, describing the importance of costumes in dance, and demonstrating a Native American dance. Music standards are performing rhythmic patterns, identifying music from different cultures or time periods, and describing how music portrays mood and feeling. The technology standards that are covered include creating, communicating, collaborating, information fluency, critical thinking, and problem solving through the use of technological resources. Explicit technological know-how is demonstrated through students' ability to practice safe and responsible digital citizenship while demonstrating an understanding of technology concepts, systems, and operations. My unit can be broken down into a number of subtopics. These topics include Native American tribes and important people, regions of the United States and their natural resources, Native American storytelling, Native American music and ceremonies, the importance and near extinction of the buffalo, conflict with European settlers, and combating Native American stereotypes that some people still hold towards Native American people. As an introduction to this unit, students will access their prior knowledge of Native Americans by beginning a KWL chart and drawing a picture of a Native American from memory. They will then be divided into collaborative work groups and begin researching an assigned Native American group. Their research will be recorded on a digital chart on Microsoft Word in order to compare and contrast the 5 main geographic Native American groups. In the section on specific tribes and important people, students will learn about Native American dwellings, populations, and dress through the Discovery Education videos and interactive websites. Students will then create models of their group's dwellings using various craft materials. Information about important Native Americans in history will be learned through an iPad application titled Indian Heroes and Great Chieftains. Students will then order and graph the populations of their Native American group from before Western expansion, after Western expansion, and the current populations using Microsoft Excel. During this section of the unit, students will learn about the specific region in which their Native American group resided. Students will then delve into the mystery of the disappearance of the Anasazi people and learn how scientists studied tree rings in order to learn about this early people group. Students will identify natural resources, including plants and animals found in their Native American group's region, by using an interactive website and charting their findings. When learning about Native American storytelling, students will learn about the different forms and purposes of storytelling that Native Americans used through the means of podcasts and interactive websites. They will have the opportunity to participate in an activity where they will be asked comprehension questions in a game show format using the iPad application Big Red Buzzer. Students will choose a Native American myth and create a paper bag art story to share their story with their group. Students will then learn about the legend of Bigfoot and practice finding the area of an irregular object by finding the area of their own footprint. Students will get involved with music by listening to Native American drum music, creating their own Native American drums, and recording a video of themselves playing their drum. Students will analyze music by listening to a selection of Native American music while painting a picture that helps depict the mood the song portrays. Students will learn about powwows and the importance of music and dance during these ceremonies by listening to a story and learning a dance based on the traditional Native American dance. In this section of the unit, students will learn about stereotypes. They will then view and critique a number of media items to decide if they portray an accurate view of Native Americans or if they perpetuate inaccurate Native American stereotypes. Students will then practice writing an email to the creator of their media item expressing their opinion. After learning about this topic, students will create a change transparency drawing, which will compare the picture of a Native American that they drew at the beginning of the unit with the new drawing that they will now create of a Native American. The topic of extinction in life science is explored through learning about the near extinction of the buffalo in the United States and the effect that it had on the Plains tribes who depended on these animals for survival. Students will learn about the numerous uses for each part of the buffalo and analyze buffalo population graphs. Students will also create a Wordle using their Native American vocabulary words. They will then choose an endangered animal from North America and research facts about this animal. At the conclusion of this subtopic, students will participate in a Web of Life activity that demonstrates how entire ecosystems can be greatly affected by the extinction of a single animal. Students will learn about conflict between Native Americans and European settlers by watching a video on the Trail of Tears and comparing the Native American and European ways of life. They will then research the Native American words that are now a part of the English language, using an interactive online map in order to show one of the many ways Native Americans have influenced our lives today. In order to demonstrate all of their time, effort, and learning, students will create a display of all their assignments. Along with their display, they will create a PowerPoint presentation on their Native American group, which they will create as their unit assessment. This final unit project will be assessed through the use of a rubric, where students will be scored in areas including effectiveness, accuracy of content, sequencing of information, use of graphics, font choice and formatting, and background choice. In conclusion, this unit uses technology to reach students with any set of multiple intelligence strengths, with the integration of visually stimulating instruction, hands-on and interactive activities, group collaboration, and reflective assignments through the medium of creating art and journal writing.